The Dickens Christmas Show and Festivals Week has been around almost as long as Christmas itself. Meet its creator on this morning's Carolina People. Coming up next. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Coastal Grand Mall, the premier shopping destination on the Grand Strand. We're focused on the 26th annual Charles Dickens Festival Week experience, and we're visiting Myra Starnes, the creator of the Charles Dickens Christmas Show and Festivals Week. Excuse me, I knew it had something to do with Christmas. Myra, this is very exciting. It's getting close.
It certainly is. We've got a great show lined up this year and a great whole week of festivities and different offerings coming along.
And are they going to be held all at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center, Myra?
The show itself is 4 days at the Convention Center, but we also have tours that are based around the history of the Christmas traditions of the area that go into even Charleston and Metcalfe Abbey and go into Mullins and Marion. And we also have, of course, the traditional teas, and this year they'll be held at the Greek Church. At the Greek Church, over there close to 29th Avenue, a little up? Correct. Right, on the bypass. Great. They have a lovely building there. Absolutely. That's a great location. How long has the festival been around, Myra? 26 years. I said that when I opened, didn't I? Yeah, that's great. Did. Absolutely. All in its entirety along in this area, along with We started just the show many years ago, and I think we maybe had 30 vendors the first year at the Convention Center, and it grew from that. Then as the groups were coming, we had a lot of groups that approached us, and they wanted to do, that was before we really had Christmas shows that started this early, and they wanted other things to do to be able to justify selling the trip to their constituents. So we developed the teas, and then we developed the tours, and then the Christmas shows back their dates up to match ours. So there's a lot of things besides the show for people to do. I mean, and especially the other shopping meccas that are here, the mall that we're sitting in today, and all the other discount malls. So we have a lot of women that come down and make it a 3 or 4 day weekend. A lot of Red Hat societies that come, and if they don't get their mailings, they call on the phone and want to know when the dates are so that they can make their plans. I love it. Folks are traveling in from all over the Southeast, all over the country. We have people there's a group of women that come actually from Canada, would you believe it or not? Yeah. Is that right? That's fantastic. They take advantage of the entire week to be here. Yes, they do. Yeah, sure. That is wonderful. Of course, in the 26th year coming up so soon, to think about folks that have been involved. How about from the early stages? Are there some folks other than yourself that have been involved all 26 years? Actually, probably not all 26 years, but we've got some vendors that have been with us a good 20 years. Is that right? Unfortunately, a lot of our vendors, crafters, it's a second job for them when they retire and they start making a craft, and then they'll do it for 10, 15 years, and a lot of our old vendors have died. Oh, no. Yeah. You've got pictures from every year, I guess, probably a cornucopia of pictures from year after year of all these amazing festivals. I'm sure I do somewhere, but that's a good idea. We should compile them. Yeah, probably so, to have maybe a nice board there at the festival or at the location there at the Convention Center, so folks can come by and I never thought of that. Good. Well, great. It's good. A Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. to start thinking of ideas like that. If a viewer needs to get off to work now or get family off to school, Myra, what's a good phone number to call, or do y'all have a website so viewers can learn more about the... We have a website. It's www.dickenschristmasshow.com. Okay, great. And we have a phone number, 843-448-9483. 843-448-9483. Correct. Fantastic. Okay, well, great. There's a lot of amazing information on the website. Saw that early this morning, page after page of the festival schedule and other. Now, we've got some really interesting things starting this year. We're doing a gingerbread house competition, but they're Victorian gingerbread houses. Oh, so great. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have. The top prize is $500. Right. So families can have a really good time putting something together, and then we've got 4 very qualified judges to come in and judge and see what's there. We've got Stilt Walker Jester,
Is that right?
We did a lot of research to find someone that had the Victorian, authentic juggler things and stuff that go along with him. I'm looking forward to seeing him myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got some of the career centers that have the, and they're going to kill me because I'm not going to come up with a name, but it's part of the Myrtle Beach High School system.
Good.
What they do, the theater department,
right.
They're going to have characters from
great.
the era that will greet people as they come in, and we've got lots of new charities involved. We've got
speaking of the charities really come out big in the festival.
Yes, they do. And I think keeping in the spirit of A Christmas Carol, we, from the initial start, wanted to do something that would give back to the community that gives so much to us.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic, Myra. What about, when you think about, obviously, the activities year after year, there's some things that stick out in your mind that really folks gravitate towards every year to make it a, I can't miss this festival event, or is it all the activities in their entirety?
Well, it's a neat place to find unusual treasures, different, unique stuff. We wanted to create something that one could walk in the door and not buy a thing and feel like they got their money's worth. We have the Festival of Worlds, which is charity-driven. Different charities pick different countries, and they offer foods from that country. And they also display some holiday traditions of that country, be it Hanukkah in Israel, or be it New Year's in China, or be it
Red
Mexico,
Hats in Canada,
but the way different people do their winter solace holiday, not just Christmas, but most of the stuff is Christmas, because it is Christmas. We have Santa. We have three-dimensional recreations of Santa through the ages, because there have been a ton of different Santas.
Oh, yeah.
We have the Festival of Wreaths, where the Kiwanis go out and get people to decorate the wreaths, and then they're for sale, and they take the money that they raise from that and buy presents for children during the holidays.
Yes.
We have CASA, who does the Festival of Trees. The trees are sponsored, and then they in turn sell the trees, and a lot of times these trees may have wonderful ornaments on it, but the attachments that come with them, or with the wreaths, or dinners for two, or theater tickets, passes for a year,
massages,
or massages, you name it. Golf. There's a lot of really neat stuff.
I've seen that. And some great deals, Myra. Not to cut you off, I bought some fantastic wreaths last year on the last day on that Sunday, and really the bidding went up, but still some tremendous deals. Some certificates, some savings bonds for my daughter, and some golf packages, which I gave out to friends and family. Some great deals.
What's neat about it is that not only do the charities get to make money, but the exposure.
Yes,
you get a lot of women that come through. And, it's really hard. You can have gold bullion sitting up here and give it away, but if people don't know it, it doesn't work. So they can get their story out. And what's neat is, like with CASA, they have a wish list. They tell people what they need.
For viewers who aren't familiar with CASA,
Citizens Against Spousal Abuse.
Yes.
And you saw the stats in South Carolina.
Oh, terrible.
But anyway, if their wish list, they make more money on their wish list than they do the other, because they might need mattresses, and somebody may have 5 new ones sitting in their storage bin.
Oh, yeah.
They can donate it to CASA and get a tax write-off, get rid of what they didn't want in their storage bin, and CASA's happy because they don't have to buy them.
Right.
So we're encouraging all the charities, whether it's the band from Socastee that's doing one of the Festival of Worlds booths. If you need clarinets, put that you need clarinets, because people may have them sitting in their closet. Give yourself a wish list.
That's a great point.
It's a win-win-win. You get to clean your closet, they get what they need, and they don't have to spend their money.
I love it.
So it works.
DickensChristmasShow.com or 843-448-9483. If a viewer called now around 7:15, could they leave a message if someone's not there to answer the phone, or is someone around
all the time? They need to call. about 8:30.
So you don't have a voicemail there. Great.
Not during the week. On the weekends we do.
Sure. The 843-448-9483. They need to wait till later this morning to call in to get more of the information if they can't go online.
Correct. And we'll be glad to send them something if they don't have a computer or access to a computer.
Great.
Flyers.
How about yourself, Myra? Are you originally from the area?
I'm a South Carolinian, but not from Horry County.
Good. How long have you been in the area?
I have to count. About 35 years.
Oh, come on. 35 years? Right out of high school? Yeah, right out of junior high? Out of baby tum. That's fantastic. 35 years,
35
yes.
years, yeah.
And how long have you owned and operated Leisure Time Unlimited?
We'll be 32 years old in January.
Congratulations. What exactly is Leisure Time Unlimited? It sounds like life's a big party, as our producer wrote down in highlighting you.
Leisure time provides no leisure time for us, but it's basically helping other people with their leisure time.
Right.
We'll go in and if it's a trade show, we make it exciting.
Sure.
If it's a corporate event, or if it's a fundraiser, we go in and put the sizzle into the steak.
Very nice, yeah. And this is all over the Southeast, all over the country?
No, we go all over the country.
Is that right?
I'll tell you a funny one. We did W.R. Granger's National Convention in Orlando.
Right.
And amongst the other things that we had to make exciting, we had about 3,000 men that had been sitting for 2 days that wanted to go play golf. And the last thing they were going to do is announce their new own line of fasteners, nuts, bolts, and screws.
Right, for W.R. Granger, yes.
And we had to make that exciting.
Yeah.
Now, these men didn't want to be there, and half of them were asleep by this time.
Oh, no.
So I did have Disney's audiovisual department to work with, who are wonderful.
Sure.
But I had these great big screws made that are 24 foot long, and they're helium, take 11 tanks of helium. And I strapped their salesmen in them. And so when they started, they announced the fasteners, and everybody, then the lights started going, and I had banners that came down all over the place, and they had these great big balloons come from the ceiling that were 4 foot that had banners inside. So we had little charges that exploded them. So you had 30 of those, boom, 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 and the banners are coming down and had different things about the fasteners.
Oh, yeah.
Then I had these great big, 6 great big huge screws coming, floating over their heads.
That probably woke the guys up.
They were like 8 feet from them. And then I had these costumes made that blow up with air, that were screws and nails and bolts, and they were running around. They're 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
And they laughed. They loved it. They absolutely, positively loved it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So now I've got 6 24-foot helium screws, and the only time I'll probably ever use them again is if
another
I have
convention
a problem.
similar to Granger,
Well, or if I get mad at somebody and want to get on CNN and put it over, you know, if I've got a bus that doesn't work, or I get mad at a politician, or they're trying to do something, I think I could use it. But besides
you've been screwed, yes, yeah.
But I don't think, I think I could get on national television with that, because I don't think anybody else owns anything like that. But
maybe
we had
during the
fun
presidential debates in January,
No.
That's a good way to run folks off from the Myrtle Beach area. A lot going on in this area to think about.
Is it wonderful?
2 presidential debates on the 10th and the 17th. Is that not a big deal for the Myrtle Beach area?
If you had been here 30 years ago, I mean, it was pulling our teeth to get the Dickens show started, and we started it to do business in the off season because there was no business in the off season. Right. It was really pulling our teeth. Now to see these wonderful things coming here and to see the changes, and it's fantastic.